Welcome to Empowerment Mondays with me, Kendrick Goree. Every Monday, we set the tone for the week with clarity, conviction, and commitment. This is not just motivation. This is strategy, structure, and purpose in motion. Let's build community. Today, I want to talk about from survival to strategy. Most people are not failing because they lack talent. Some of the most talented people in the world are just as broke as two rocks on the ground. They're stuck because they're living in survival mode. It's a dangerous place to be in survival mode. I've been there. Surviving bills, surviving relationships, surviving businesses, surviving month to month. Surviving keeps you alive, but strategy builds legacy. There is a difference between reacting to life and directing life. Today we shift from survival mode to strategy mode. Let's talk about breaking the survival mindset. Survival mindset says, I just need to get through this week. As long as I can pay the bill, let me fix this fire right now. It is reactive. It is emotional, it is urgent, it is exhausting. You know survival mode when you only think short term. Long term, you ain't thinking about long term, you're just thinking about, I need to do this today. This is all I need to do. If I can just find the money to pay this light bill, if I can find a ride to pick my kids up, if I can just get a couple dollars to get to the store to get some noodles. You are constantly putting out fires, one fire to the next. That's where your mind said it. Let me put out this fire, or another fire start. Let me put out this. Surviving. You feel pressure but no progress. Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. Perish does not mean die physically. It means you drift. You scatter. You waste potential. Survival keeps you busy. Vision makes you intentional. My next point I want to talk about, moving from reaction to planning. Survival reacts, strategy plans. How many of y'all are really planning for success? How many people have ever had a planning meeting with just you and God, you and your spouse, your spouse and the children? Reactive people say, what happened? How do I fix it? Why is this happening to me? Strategy people say, what is the goal? What does this quarter look like? See, you can have a bad quarter, but a good year. What system prevents this problem again? Scripture, Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost? Jesus teaches planning, not panic. Teaches, not panic, not impulse, but planning. You don't build a tower emotionally. You don't build it emotionally, you build it structurally. If your life keep collapsing, check your foundation. My next point I want to talk about why vision changes everything. Vision shifts you from emotional to execution, from pressure to purpose, from chaos to clarity. When you have vision, you stop chasing everything. This person called you, you're riding with them on whatever they doing. This person called, you riding with them on whatever they doing. You stop chasing everything because you got a vision. What is your vision? What is God calling you to do? What do you see? The reason why you are losing, you have no vision. You stop entertaining distraction. You stop reacting to every opinion. Man, let me tell you something. Everybody gonna have an opinion about me. People got opinion about me now. You may even have opinion about me. Man, how this ex-dope dealer is now on an empowerment platform. Man, how did this ex-drug dealer start his own company? How did this ex-drug dealer build a 20-year plus career at the VA Medical Center? How did this ex-drug dealer go back into the prisons and start speaking? Vision filters distractions. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain. Write it, see it, execute it. When I moved from survival thinking to strategic thinking, everything changed in my life. I stopped just trying to make money. I started building streams. I stopped just working. I started structuring. I stopped chasing opportunities. I started selecting alignment. Vision forces discipline. My next point I want to talk about building systems, not stress. Survival creates stress. Strategy creates systems. Stress says, I hope this works. Let me figure it out. I'll deal with it when it happens. System says this is automatic. This is delegated. This is repeatable. This is scalable. God is a God of order. 1 Corinthians 14:33, 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33, for God is not the author of confusion. If you're in a confused situation, God ain't a part of it. That's something you're doing. You gotta get systems and structure set in place. If your life is full of confusion, there is a missing system. There is a missing boundary. There is a missing plan. In business, systems create predictable income. In marriage, systems create predictable peace. In health, systems create predictable results. Strategy reduces anxiety. Here's how to move from survival to strategy this week. Step 1, audit your fires. What problems keep repeating itself? What is draining you every week? Step 2, create one system. Budget system, calendar blocking, delegation structure, weekly planning sessions. Step 3, write your 90-day vision. Income goal, relationship goal, health goal, spiritual goal, not hope, targets. As I close, you were not created to survive. You were created to build. Survival is temporary. Strategy is transformational. God does not appoint panic. He appoints preparation. The moment you stop reacting, start planning, clarify vision, build systems, your life will start taking a shift to the next level. You don't rise by accident, you rise by design. Until next time, I'll see you at the next level. Hello, my name is Kendrick Goree, and I'm the owner and founder of Empowerment with a Purpose. We call it EWAP. And today I want to just talk to you about my new book called Make It Happen. As you can see in front of you, the book itself is called Make It Happen. I wrote this not long ago. I've been writing it for some years and finally finished it. And I'm happy to say that we have sold over half of our first production, and we're looking to finish that whole production here within the next several months. And I just want to ask you all if you wouldn't mind supporting me. You can buy this book at www.ewap.biz. It's www.ewap.biz. And Make It Happen was inspired because if you really truly know me, that's my favorite word that I say, let's make it happen. I'm not one of those people that allow things to grow up under their feet. If God gives me a vision, I want to go ahead and make that vision happen. So what will you learn inside this book? Chapter 1, evaluate where you are. So this book is basically, if you don't know how to make it happen for yourself, you want to be successful, you just don't know where to start, this is the book for you. Maybe it's not even for you, maybe you're successful. But what about your son, your daughter, your spouse, your loved one, the coworker? This is a great gift for anyone, for their birthday, for Christmas, for any type of event. Chapter 2 talks about vision. Chapter 3, create a plan for the vision. Chapter 4, take action. Chapter 5, build consistency. Chapter 6, surround yourself with the right people. And Chapter 7, embrace failure and learn. Chapter 8, master your time. Chapter 9, celebrate small wins. Chapter 10, never stop dreaming. And this book will show you the way. So I just ask each and every one of you, support me. Go to my website at www.ewap.biz. And they're only $15 plus shipping and handling. But for $15, this book can change your life. And I just want to thank everyone who already supported me, and I want to thank you all for supporting me. Remember, make it happen. You can make it happen in your own life. Get your book today.
Kingdom Man presents the 2025 Men's Conference Recap. The fight is on. This year, the fight was on. Men from across the city came together, not to compete, but to conquer. To conquer fear, to conquer doubt, to conquer everything standing in the way of purpose. In 2025, Kingdom Men stepped into the ring of life with a new mindset, a warrior mindset, a kingdom mindset. We prayed together, we learned together, we grew together, and we fought, not with our fists, but with our faith. Every brother who showed up proved the battle may be tough, but we are tougher. This wasn't just a conference. This was a movement, a recommitment, a call to rise. And the fight doesn't end here. Join the Brotherhood every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Kingdom Men Morning Call, 6:30 a.m. CST. Dial 717-908-1690. Access code 888-953-POUND. Because real growth happens in community. Men don't fight alone. The fight continues. The mission continues. And in 2025, the fight is on.